Alright, sorry about the dirty garage, but alright, so this is the bike and I'm having trouble on it. So before I continue to the carbs, I do have a 421 exhaust right here. That's the company's name. It's pretty much this little cap, and there's some steel wool wrapped around inside. It probably stops from like right here. Not too sure, it fell off when I was riding one time around the neighborhood. So this is a 750 EE, just a regular engine from the LTD. 1982. The frame's from a Kawasaki KZ750, 1977. So the frame's older, smaller. And yeah, so let's go to the carbs I meant to say. So the carbs are in pretty good condition. They're pretty clean. Kind of cleaned them already. But I don't know why it's starting. So you guys want to know the sizes. So if I flip those over, let me flip it over one more time. Okay, so right here, I took off these already. So the pilot screw, this guy, which belongs here, has no number on it, so I don't know, it's probably always the same. Next is the main jet. I believe this is the main jet. Its number is 102.5. Let me see if I can get this focus on the camera. 102.5. So let's go back to this. And the next guy is this little guy. This one says 50, I believe. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Anyways, it says 50, and this belongs right there. And they're all the same. So that's that. Now, if I go back here, when I was first taking apart the carbs, I noticed, if I can get some light in there, that this one was sticking, this little slider. It wasn't releasing. It was not going the same levels at like the rest of these guys were. So I noticed that this bolt was broken that holds it, the lever bolt thing. So I had to take out the bolt, drill a hole through there somewhere, thread it, and put this bolt in. So now I adjusted this guy to this one. Then my dumbass adjusted all of them to one of these. So that's screwed with the air adjustment, I believe. So I got screwed over like that. So now all these are just eyeballed. They're all about the exact same level. I don't know if you can see, it's very dark in here. Maybe if I can get a flashlight. I should have a flashlight around here somewhere. So they're all about the exact same level. Not 100% perfect. Doesn't need to be. I can get the carbs synced later. But yeah, before I fixed, I believe I had a vacuum leak. So, and how I knew that, when I was running the carbs, or the engine I meant to say, while I was on idling, I gave some gas, but it never released. It just kept on revving up, or it just stayed there. So I sprayed some WD-40 around these intakes, and I believe it was the one over here. It was sucking in the WD-40, but the funny part was it wasn't revving up. It sounded like the engine was stalling, so it was hesitating. So it sounded like it had too much gas. So that got me really confused. So I put on these smaller ass hose clamps from my spare bike over there, the KZ750. It fits these, so, and plus they're easier to tighten. These were way too big. It took me forever to tighten, and it probably still was leaking gas. So I believe I fixed that, but after I fixed that, it wouldn't start. I couldn't get the engine to start. And when I had these guys back on, the pilot was screwed 4 times, or screwed out 4 times, which is a lot. But it ran, especially when it wasn't idling. It ran really good. When I came to a stop, it just idled up. So I don't know why it did that. Yeah, so this is the wiring job I did. It's pretty good. Nothing perfect, but I need hopes of these carbs. I can't get the engine idling, and I really want to. It's a nice looking bike, and besides that, yeah, it's a good bike. And this is my other bike, not important. But I do have a question. I put 3,000 miles on this since 3 months, and when I did an oil change, there's some leftover oil, I had less than 1 quart in here. And I don't think I was, it has to be I'm burning oil. Does it burn oil when I'm, say, cruising at like 7,000 RPMs? Because less than 1 quart of oil in here was pretty scary. I'm surprised the engine didn't like overheat. So I don't know if it burns oil at higher RPMs, but I do drive it kind of recklessly. Not recklessly, but hard accelerations once in a while, I meant to say. But yeah, if you can answer that question, I'm pretty sure it's high RPMs or a heavy load. Sometimes I do ride people in the back, but I think it's heavy load and high RPMs, not 100% sure. But yeah, I was really low in oil.